How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and we got a couple of updates for you guys. So finally got the E36 M3 back, and I'll show you a couple of things that happened with the car and what we're going to end up doing coming up in the future. Alright guys, so we did get the car back from the mechanic shop. The issue was the misfiring that was happening. I guess we had changed the coil packs, and he had told me that I guess one of them was actually bad, which is quite frustrating since it was new. But he did get that replaced with a used one, and there has been no misfires ever since. So no check engine light. I've been driving it for the past week, so hopefully it kind of stays that way. I did get a huge rock chip here a couple of weeks ago, and it's progressed into this spider crack, which kind of just gang banged right here in the middle and just kind of extended out. So we got to get that fixed. I sent a couple of quotes out, so hopefully we can get that done within a week. I'm thinking that's gonna put us back about $200-300 bucks. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we just got in the car, and this is what I want to show you guys. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, it's just a wideband. I know it's nothing to get all excited about. If anything, I should actually have had it in the car since I got it supercharged, but we finally got it in, and this wideband actually does more than just check AFR. Obviously, it checks lambda. It also checks my O2 sensors, and I actually also have a boost gauge and a vacuum gauge on here too, all in one gauge. So as you can see here, there's a top LED portion here and also the actual center portion here. So the way I have it set up is my AFRs are running at the top here, and my boost and vacuum is running down the center. Now I can always change this. I just got to push this button down here and I can program it to whatever I want. But essentially that's the setup that I like, because I would like to see how much boost I have, and the AFR is actually easy to read with the LEDs at the top. But let me show you what the old setup looked like so you can see how big of an upgrade this is. Alright, so this is the old mechanical gauge that we had here. This thing was set up and installed professionally, and my mechanic had already told me initially when he first installed it that it wasn't reading boost correctly. I tested it myself. It's only read boost up to 6 psi, which is super incorrect because now it's reading at 9.5, 10 psi with the new Zeitronix boost gauge that we have in there. So this thing, I don't know, who knows, it's all mechanical. Maybe there was a kink in the line or anything. This was brand new. I did buy this online on the set that came with the E36 center pod consoles. So who knows, maybe it's just a busted gauge, or maybe there was something wrong in the install. But either way, we got this little guy out and we got the new one in. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys for a ride along real quick, see how the car feels. I actually got to pick up some silicone lubricant spray. My bushings in the front for some reason is making a lot of noise. I'm gonna chalk that up to them being polyurethane bushings. I really hope that the suspension parts aren't being worn. I highly doubt that. It's all brand new ground control coilovers that I had installed about 2.5-3 years ago. Hopefully we can go ahead and lubricate those bushings down and see what suspension parts are kind of squeaking. It could just be the sway bars or the end links, so I don't know, we'll take a look sometime in the future, but right now I'm just gotta go to O'Reilly's, pick up some stuff, and then we'll be right back. So I was gone from the E36 for, it seems like about 3 weeks. It took a little bit of time to get the car properly diagnosed. The problem was that the car's check engine would only literally flicker on when the car was really hot. So it doesn't matter if you let the car idle for like 10-15 minutes, you've got to drive it around for a little bit until it actually gives you something. So what my mechanic ended up doing was he drove the car sporadically during the week, especially during the hot times. I told him, I said, you need to wring the car out. So he drove the car pretty tough, and eventually he started getting misfires, driving the car back to the shop. I guess the part that he really found out it was a misfire was, I guess he pulled the codes and it was showing misfire 41 times, I think, on cylinder 4. So obviously he changed the coil pack and the boot. He moved it over to cylinder 1 and it followed, the misfire followed. So it was a given that it was actually the coil pack or the boot, or a combination of both. So I'm going to see if I can actually get that returned. If you guys remembered, I did get those all replaced a couple of weeks ago. These are all brand new Bremmy coil packs and boots, so kind of frustrating that one of them was bad, but this type of stuff happens, so I'm not really too worried. he was asking me, he said, hey, you've been throwing that thing around, huh? And I said, yeah, how can you tell? He said, I can hear all the lash and the noise your diff is making. Have you been launching it? And I said, well, I have the car to have fun with, so yeah, I've been launching it. And to be honest, ever since I went to Sac Raceway last year, I believe, back in February, I did a couple of hard launches, and ever since then, the diff's just been really loud, but I just learned to live with it. Ooh, that's a nice little Corvette right there. You really don't realize how much noise your car makes until you strip out the rear seats and you turn the radio off. But I guess anything for a race car. We have arrived. All right, let's check it out. All right, guys, just got out of the store, and we just picked up some of the silicone lubricant. So we're gonna see if we can spray this onto the bushings sometime in the future, because hearing the creaks going over bumps and stuff is quite annoying. So hopefully this takes care of that. We also picked up some windshield washer fluid because I literally have none in this car, and this car has been doing double duty as my daily and as my weekend warrior. So we definitely need to get that addressed, because if I ever get caught in the rain, or if there's anything that ever splashes onto my windshield, I think we're gonna be screwed. So always gotta think about safety first, guys. I was actually out of town this weekend, so I was even debating if I wanted to make a video or not, because I didn't have any time over the weekend, but I figured something is better than nothing, so I might as well upload something for you guys. And I want to get into the habit of at least releasing a video every week. Because if we're gonna make this YouTube thing happen, we've got to be persistent. Alright, oil looks pretty good. Oil temp. AFRs are between 14, 15 bouncing around, which is good. Typically you want your AFR to be around 14.7 when idling and cruising, so. Yeah, right. And that's my timer on my car for some reason. I gotta turn that off. I love the way the supercharger sounds. Makes all the right noises. Maybe I'll do a little pull for you guys. God, I really have to fix my wrap. I'm actually debating on just taking the whole thing off and just having the car resprayed in black and just call it a day. But I do like the color of blue. I don't know, we'll see. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Just a little quick vlog style video for you guys. I just wanted to show you guys what the Zeitronix gauge looks like. and how it functions. And on top of that, I figured I'd just take you on some shenanigans while we're out. Coming up in the future, I am going to try to do some data logs on here. Mind you guys, this is OBD1, so it literally is a tune on a chip. And before I let you guys go, let me show you what the actual data logging cable looks like for this old setup. The way I had it routed in here is I told my mechanic to pretty much have the gauge routed into the glove box. So just pop this little guy open, and here is that cable. This is a serial cable, guys. For the kids out there, you guys probably don't even know what this is, but this came on old PCs and laptops back in the early 2000s. So I actually had to go on Amazon and buy a USB to serial converter cable. So this is what's going to run to my laptop. I have to download the Zeitronix program to do some data logs. I'm hoping that we're able to get that done hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to consider subscribing, I'd greatly appreciate it. Follow my builds on the E36 M3 as well as on the GR Supra. Video ideas coming up. I do want to do a couple of runs with the M3 or the GR Supra. Just got to find a couple of people who are willing to meet me out there, meet somewhere safe where we can do a simulation. I do have a cousin who just picked up a Model Y, so I'm going to take a look at that car. I'm actually considering buying one of those for a daily, so might be a fun video to watch out for, and maybe I'll run it in the GR Supra. I don't know, we'll see. I think I'm gonna lose in a dig, but I think in a roll I might have a chance. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys take care. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Remember, respect your elders. Peace.